that. Ooh. Too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay, same day.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. Sunday, but for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the San Francisco. Brandon Gaudin, as always, by my side is Charles Davis. So the final tune-up for the regular season, and probably not going to really see much starter action out here in this one, are we?
You're right. Not much in the way of starters, key veterans, key backups, but the guys who have to make the team, struggling for those few spots. That are open, we'll see them the entire time. But you and I both know this as well. There will be a surprise cut or two from guys who didn't actually play in this game tonight thinking that they were safe.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, who was the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, as most of you know, and that's Baker Mayfield.
Set, 180. Set 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're
pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield now. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Hey, come on here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
7 yards there and a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brees to throw. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Throwing on 1st down is Brees. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves... just short for 4th down. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. Throwing now is Brees. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run here with Matt, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game. Because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
On first down, Breeze. And then Judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. On 2nd and 2, Breeze. This is caught. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They go play action here on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's when the physicality pays off. A nice job, Force. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Anderson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Breeze now on first down. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. David Njoku, 45 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting the...
On second down now, it's Mack, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Breeze gets this one to Hill, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 10-yard pick. They'll run on first down. Mack. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression. Legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day. And
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And the return stops just a little. A run by Mack to start the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my good... The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Out of the gun, here's a give to Matt. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw Barrett. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Barrett. And no, it's incomplete.
Let's go, boys. Go.
A gutsy decision. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Barrett. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. On first down, Barrett to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a third down now as they try to find a now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Chargers now down by 5. 1:39 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. He's back to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Back to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down. Barrett. That's going to be caught. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.